What up, fuckers, and welcome to the One Up Pod Game of the Year special. I am Andy, and I am joined by Becky.
Did you just forget my name? Hello.
I forgot your name.
Great.
Bash.
Heyo.
And Chip.
Yep, I'm also here.
Good, we're all here. So it's safe to say 2021 has been a year. It's had many highs and some considerable lows, but most of them are provided by those crooked, contemptible cunts in the Tory government.
We're off.
May old acquaintance be forgotten.
So yeah, but we're here to celebrate the good things in life, namely our favourite games of 2021. Now, our game of the year is going to be a little more generous than some. We are including any first-time play in 2021 as eligible. It does not need to be a 2021 release. We are not made of money, and no PR firms are sending us free stuff yet, so our hands are basically tied.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Give us free stuff!
Yeah, Ubisoft.
No. Ignore him. Anyway, so we're going to go around in a circle. I'm assuming you know how those work by now. We're going to offer 2 honourable mentions at the most and our Game of the Year choice. And maybe offer some effusive praise and maybe some lovely chat to follow. It's not that complicated. You'll keep up. So we'll start off with Bash.
I had a feeling you were going to come to me, and I think it's because we all know what my pick is going to be. So it was a nice, easy one to throw to, I guess. My choice for my Game of the Year in the year of Keanu 2021 is Final Fantasy XIV.
No.
Unfortunately, it's
What?
online.
Shocker.
What? This is brand new information.
So surprised.
What about LA Noire?
I think that's best forgotten,
Get that name out of your mouth, Chip.
to be honest. We know that this game became it's just been my obsession since September, basically. At literally the last time I played, which was yesterday. I make it sound like it was a really long time ago.
You did.
I have now officially clocked in 501 hours since the 1st of September, and for those
Sorry,
listening
say that
today that we're recording, it's the 18th of December, so I've done 501 hours in 3.5 months.
Can we work out what that is in days since that time?
I can't.
Listeners, if you're good at maths, do let us know.
It's a lot, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm not denying that. I'm beyond shame on it. Why should I be ashamed? It's a game that I've just come to really love.
Yeah, there's no shame here.
I have completed right up to the very most recent expansion that's come out. I actually think that number would be higher, but for anyone that has been keeping up with any sort of vague Final Fantasy XIV news, you'll have heard that the latest expansion came out and essentially no one can fucking play it. Not because of anything bad, but just because there's that many people trying to play it that the logging queues are in excess of 8 hours sometimes. It's absolutely mad. If you try to log on in the afternoon, you're going to have a minimum of a 3-hour wait just to get onto the game. And they've actually stopped selling it again just for a bit whilst those come down. And by the way, those queues are made up exclusively of subscribers.
I like that you managed to clock 501 hours with those queues.
Yeah.
It's not just 501 hours every day. Just been playing it, quite a bunch. It's there are some days you just can't get in, and you still managed to rack that up. That's really impressive.
Yeah. So since Endwalker came out, I've only been able to play 3 days, and Endwalker came out a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. So it's a game that I've just put a lot of time in. I've got a lot of love for it, and I enjoy it a hell of a lot. And people should come play it with me, because it's really good. I know that you guys didn't enjoy it, but you're wrong. So
I'm quite happy to be wrong. Yeah. Saves me 500 hours, I guess.
Yeah, I think you played it enough for all of us, to be honest. We
Yeah.
don't need to.
Yeah.
You're all right.
Yeah.
in my other spare time around that, though, my honourable mention's going to be going to also at least one very unsurprising pick, which is going to be Nier Automata. I think that was my first foray into proper open world gaming, and that changed me fundamentally as the gamer that we knew at the start of this podcast versus now, who is very open world gamey. And my other honourable mention goes to Slay the Spire, which is just really fucking good.
I love that 2 of your games, after a year of ragging on us for open world RPGs.
Big open world RPG.
Yeah, I love it. Genuinely.
But in fairness, there is a definite theme
Oh,
with those two choices.
absolutely.
You're allowed to say it.
So, no.
No,
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
going.
It's nearly Christmas and it's nearly New Year. It's just, yeah. Let's avoid that word, just to be nice.
Aw, thanks.
It won't last. But anyway, Chip, what about you? Let us have it.
Are you worried I'm going to say Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
I am.
Yes.
I am.
And I'm not going to lie, I was tempted to say that just for you, Andy. But what I'm actually going to go with is something that is actually going to make you quite happy, because I'm going to pick Disco Elysium.
Yes.
Yes, there you go.
Excellent
You're welcome.
choice.
There's a late Christmas present for you there.
It's not been Christmas yet.
But when does this go out? We don't know yet, do we?
This goes out after Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's late Christmas present.
All right, I'm sorry.
We pretend we record these on the day, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. We don't. This is the podcast in fourth wall, people.
Sorry.
Yeah, Disco Elysium. I liked it very much. That's why it's my game of the year. I don't think I've ever played anything like this before, because essentially it is a point and click, but it just completely blew my mind. It's not usually a sort of game I would play. Like, I've played point and clicks before. I like them. That's not my favourite genre of game. But this just completely engulfed me for a few weeks with its sort of bizarre story and characters and puzzles and the way things unfold and just this kind of bleakness that the game has, but also being incredibly charming and playable. And I think it's one of the most unique games that I've played in a very long time, and that's why I wanted to make it my game of the year.
I am very happy with this choice. I was hoping you'd pick this because there's no other game like it. So yeah, I can see why it would be your game of the year. It would have been my game of the year possibly, but I played it last year.
So it's not.
It's out of eligibility.
Well, I'm glad I played it this year then, so I could include it. And I really think more people should play it. I really do.
You got any honourable mentions
Yeah, I have a couple.
that aren't Assassin's Creed?
We're very open and inclusive of people's opinions on this podcast.
I'm trying to remember when I started that. I can't remember if it was last year or if I started it at the beginning of the year.
Fucking possible.
I mean, it might be my game of the year next year, who knows. My honourable mentions are going to be Guardians of the Galaxy, which, again, it's not just to make Andy happy again, but I know we agree on that. You should listen to the review we did, little plug there for you, which was just really, really fun. Finished it in a few days because it was so great. And the other one is going to be Miles Morales Spider-Man, because it was the first game I played when I became a PS5 dickhead. Absolutely loved it, and that's my honourable mentions.
Another good choice.
Thank you.
What is with this sucking up to Andy?
Well,
What is
it's
with
just gone
these
Christmas,
choices
isn't it?
of, and this will please Andy.
I think he knows because I'm editing this. I like keep all of his stuff in.
Yeah, and it's Christmas. We're being nice to each other, aren't we?
Are we?
Yeah,
Are we?
Yeah,
Okay.
for now.
for now.
So, Becky, what about you?
Can I be a bit different and go with my honourable mentions first?
Of course you can.
Thank you. So my honourable mentions are two really good games. Oxenfree, which I finally got to play this year, which is great. Really recommend it. And Hades, which I was obsessed with for a short while. And I need to go back to it, but I got a bit frustrated with getting out and then not getting any further. But I'll get there. But my game of the year is a game I can't really recommend to anyone because it's not great. It's fine. But I sunk so many hours into it by now, and I've really enjoyed it. And that's Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. I should have written.
Oh,
I couldn't
nice.
remember where the colon went.
We all have trouble with that.
Great. It's really janky. The combat's fun. And the weapons are really fun, and you can do lots of mix and match styles. It is open world fantasy RPG. It owes a lot to the Elder Scrolls, to the point where I'm really surprised Bethesda haven't gone, hang on a sec. And I think I'm nearly 100 hours, and it was the free PlayStation game last month, in November. So I've played it a lot, and it's just really fun. And the traversal's horrible, the graphics are a bit weird, the dialogue is atrocious, and I don't really know what's happening in the storyline. But I've just really enjoyed playing it, and I think it's the most fun I've had with a new to me game this year. So, yeah, this is what it is.
I love it. I love that you can find the positives in something, even if it's objectively not great.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about, really.
yeah, and I've just had fun with it. But I couldn't say to anyone, "Oh, you should definitely play this game," because I think you'd look at me like I'd got 10 heads.
Well, sometimes a game just gets you, right? You can't even explain it sometimes because, like you say, it's it's probably not won any Game of the Year awards, but we're giving it one here at the One Up Pod. But sometimes a game just grabs you somewhere and doesn't let go, and then you realise you've put over 100 hours into it.
Yep, yeah, I recommend Oxenfree and Hades. I'll just finish on that one.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't played Oxenfree, but Hades, definitely, yeah. So, we'll get to mine choices now. I'm going to follow Becky's lead and do my honourable mentions first. So, first up, it'd be Deathloop for its like incredible, groundbreaking approach to narrative. It's really good, really fun. I reviewed that. Check it out. And also, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Woo.
As for the same things Chip said, check out our review. Find out why.
Nice.
Plug. So, but my game of the year is actually going to be an Xbox exclusive.
Whoa.
And it's none other than Forza Horizon 5. So, yeah,
No.
I'm very surprised that this
Wait,
is my choice.
Wait, hang on.
What?
Forza Horizon 5. The racing game.
Is this a bit?
Has anyone
No,
seen
it's not
Andy?
a bit. It's sincerely serious. Like, honestly, after the free showcase, I would, spent so much time talking about fucking cacti. I was expecting, like, a really boring Gran Turismo style simulation bogged down. Like, all stats and bullshit like that. But, no, this is, like, it's fucking incredible. It's a proper arcadey experience. It's the type of thing I haven't seen in a racer since, like, the PlayStation 2 era. Because I think the last time I loved a racing game enough to say it's one of my all-time favourites would be Burnout 3, and that was like 17 cocking years ago. So to be the first racing game in nearly 2 decades to win me over is just mind-blowing to me. It's not remotely concerned in like competition or anything like that. It's all about just having fun. It's got this really cool mechanic where you can rewind time if you make a mistake. So it's not punishing you for fucking up a turn or something. It lets you just play things your way, and or if you want to relive like a really cool stunt, something like that. It's just a really fun-focused game. It's not just races. There's like challenges such as photo mode and pulling off stunts, antagonizing speed cameras. There's also these big cinematic centerpieces, like things like driving through a storm or racing a runaway freight train. It's just got a wealth of content and it's covering this massive open world map. So there's so much to do, and there's also a lot of really good accessibility features that I really liked. You can alter the difficulty, so it's not level gating anybody. It's got colorblind features for markers and things like that. It's got character customization that lets you select your character's pronouns, voice, whether they've got prosthetic limbs or not. It feels like a game that's really trying to be open to everybody and let everyone feel represented. So I really appreciated that. It really is just thrilling. Just taking over people. The sound design on that is really fun. Pulling off incredible leaps and going into slow mode. Listening to the really good soundtrack. It's got the Beastie Boys, Foo Fighters, Run DMC, Royal Blood, loads of stuff just total bangers. So I even enjoy just travelling from A to B on the map and just listening to the music. It's one game I played this year that felt like it was only concerned with entertaining me, and it just absolutely did. Because Guardians of the Galaxy is really close to being my game of the year, but I was always going to like that as long as they didn't completely fuck it up like Marvel's Avengers.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, I got it in there. But to have a racing game, the first since 2004, to hit me like this, it's the same kind of thing as Hades. That was my favourite game of 2020 because it's a genre that I wouldn't have spared a droplet of piss to save from a fire, but it pulled me in. I completely blown away. Just absolute fucking joy to play. It's one of my go-to happy places at the moment. So yeah, Forza Horizon 5 is my game of the year. Check back in another 20 years to see me praise another racing game, I guess.
I am.
Well, I'm shook.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a surprise.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
How do you antagonise a speed camera? Do you just run up to it and go, "Oi, you big
just have
yellow
to go really
boxy bastard"?
fast past it, and the faster you are, the more stars you get.
And flip the bird as you're doing it.
I need to lie down after that, I think.
Especially as you spent most of E3, whenever they mentioned Forza, you'd be like, ugh.
Yeah, that's why I was absolutely shocked. I thought, it's free on Game Pass, I'll give it a try. And then it's 2 hours later, I was like, I fucking love this game.
But also, you haven't mentioned it to us at all, and we talk about video games all the time.
I felt like if I mentioned it, you guys would be just bombarding me with why? What?
Well,
and I thought I wanted to save it all for the podcast.
I mean, that's fair.
So the reactions were real.
This is very real.
So before we go, we're going to do one last thing. We're going to talk about the things we're looking forward to in gaming terms in 2022. Like anything we're looking forward to from the year ahead. Has anybody got something they want to bring?
Yeah, I mean, mine's going to be really obvious.
Go on then.
Horizon Forbidden West. I need it.
Good shout.
I need it. I need it now. Like right now. And also PS5. Please send donations too.
Chip, what about you? Anything you're looking forward to?
What Becky said, and also God of War,
Yes.
Good.
if
Yes,
that comes
God of
out
War.
this next year.
Well, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, totally Horizon Zero Dawn as well. I need it. Everything we've seen so far leading up
Horizon
to it.
Forbidden West.
Oh yes, no, I wanted to play Zero Dawn again.
I mean, go for it. Like, I wouldn't stop you.
I just want to play all the old games. I actually meant the 2018 God of War as well, not the new one.
Yeah, gotta get it on PC.
Yeah, those two games I would like very, very much, and I'm very excited for both of them because I think they're going to be amazing.
Have you got anything, Bash?
Yes, not what they said.
All right.
In an unsurprising twist, I am indifferent to those releases, but I'm very excited that you guys are excited for them. No, my most looking forward to currently are Tiny Tina's Wonderlands because it's Borderlands plus D&D. Why would that not absolutely thrill me? And also the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder versus Shredder, whatever it's called, the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that's coming out.
Yes.
I'm
Dibs,
very
Raphael.
hyped for that.
No.
Oh, I'm not looking forward to that because of the arguments it's going to cause.
You've already called dibs on the classic game, Becky.
Oh, fine.
Gotcha.
This time, sure.
I feel like we needed some sort of contract written up for this for you guys.
Yeah, I'll speak to my lawyer.
I will find one.
You can hire me. I'm a lawyer.
Oh.
Don't hide Chip. Speaking as his partner in cahoots.
Sad objection.
Okay, and what? Fucking hell. And for me, in 2022, I am looking forward to you guys getting whatever new gaming platform you want the most.
Aww.
I hope you get the gaming PC of your dreams. I hope you get a PS5. I hope all the scalpers in the world drop dead. You know,
That was so sweet, and then it was like Andy right back
I've
in
got
there.
to Andify it a bit, but yeah. No, but seriously, like playing games with you guys online in 2020, it made it a lot easier to cope with. It led to this podcast, which has been like one of the most rewarding creative projects I've ever had. This podcast led to me meeting my partner Caroline. So, hi Caroline, I know you'll be listening to this when you're working at some point. Love you. So yeah, I can't thank you guys enough for everything, and I hope you have the best video gaming year possible next year.
God, Andy, you're so gross.
Thank you.
Ooh,
So yeah, when I
sentiment.
pitched this idea, I knew I was going to do something heartfelt and just like completely sandbag you guys. To be fair.
That's why you did it
I
really.
defied it again. Sorry.
Here's to many more accidental crashes on GTA.
That's us done for 2021. You can follow the podcast.
Actually,
Andy.
I'm really sorry. I actually have a bone to pick.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I have something I need to discuss with Chip and
Oh, no.
Andy.
oh no.
With your fucking libelous comments at
Oh.
the end
It was a
of the
suggestion. It wasn't.
Halo review
I don't remember
So you've listened to it?
I haven't listened
As
to
a
it.
lawyer, I'm not going to comment.
How dare you suggest that I would buy any of you weighted dice so that you would fail in Dungeons and Dragons? I am hurt. And I think this may be the end of the podcast. I'm sorry.
Happy New Year, everybody!
I'm going to keep this. That's fair. Yeah. Continuity is important.
Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the One Up podcast.
That's us done for 2021 and in life, I guess.
Hooray!
So you can follow us on the podcast Twitter and Instagram. I fucked that up. I'll start again. I'm flustered by Sasha sending me death threats.
Oh, is it your first time?
It's time for everything, I guess. So that's us done for 2021. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at OneUpPod. That's shut up, everybody. 1UPP.
You're doing really well.
Yeah,
Really
I'm
well.
proud of you.
1D. You know, fuck you. You've listened to this enough times.
One Direction. Why not? Why are they
1D.
here?
Yeah,
Hello, Harry
they're our
Styles.
special guests. They'll be playing a song after the credits. Stay tuned. So please do, please,
Imagine them
don't
covering
listen
our
to any.
theme tune.
Ignore
That'd be
all of
mad.
this. This is how we're ending the year, people.
It feels
Well,
really
start as you mean to go on, I guess.
It feels right, yeah. Our first ever podcast this year was absolute chaos. It feels right that it ends that way, I guess. Please do recommend us to your friends, your family,
For some reason.
co-workers, people you're threatening with lawsuits, people you share a clan with.
Hey?
With a C, not a K. Like, share, subscribe on your podcast platform of choice. Please do share, rate, and review if you can.
Or
That
don't.
really
No,
helps us
please
out.
don't.
Thank
Don't.
you. No, nice reviews, nice high ratings.
Lies. Tell us
That's
lies.
right, do not. Yes, tell us pretty lies. So, thank you again for listening, and don't forget to get a life and have a happy new year.